Synchronicity. Have you ever had a synchronicity and people swing back around in your life, and there's this connection where like minds kind of attract each other? Welcome. This is an impromptu video that we just had a conversation, and we're realizing we're preparing for this event called Air this Saturday, February 1st. Authenticity. How many of us crave that?
Mhm.
Inspiration, especially right now. And relationships. We know that relationships is always a hot area and an area that people seem to be fulfilled with. And we're excited. So I want to introduce you to Christine Patton here,
Hi.
also known as the Juice Girl who swam Alcatraz,
Yes.
and Julie Gandy.
Hello.
Julie is embodying wellness
Yep.
and inner peace builder. I always like to bring up can I say it?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Julie started a bar fight.
I know. It was early in my journey, but I was defending a friend, so it was all good.
So I mean, where do you get content like this? Somebody who
No.
swam Alcatraz and
Yes.
somebody who is a peace builder and started a bar fight.
You need that. You need that.
And
Your
we
friend that does it. And we graduated high school together.
Yes,
So
Yes.
that is
and we graduated high school.
High school.
We made it.
So let's talk about this. So I'm excited. You're both going to be speaking at Air at the Soundplex in
Yes.
Pensacola, New Jersey. Thank you, George Cook.
Hi, George.
Yep. So we'll make sure George gets a copy of this, and we're excited to share this connection. And I'll just start. Well, first of all, Julie and I go way back, so we'll save that till after. But George from the Soundplex connected me with Pat
Yes.
here, who was the juice girl at Whole Foods, who I met like 7 or 8 years ago, and I always remembered that. And saw you, I was like, I instantly knew,
Yeah.
and the juice was delicious.
Thank you.
So then I connect with Julie, who's also speaking at the Air event, and I said, "Hey, Julie, we're preparing for the event. Can I invite somebody to your location? That's where we are right now." And Christine's name, and you said,
yeah.
"What did you say?"
I said I know Christine Patton.
Oh, I love that. Love that.
It was just to hear her name from his mouth was just like a full circle.
That's how I felt when he mentioned your name.
Yeah.
And connections are everything.
Right.
They really are. Whether you see somebody every day or you haven't seen them, your connections to people you meet and how you leave them, how you make them feel is so important. So when I heard it was you, I said, "Oh my God, I'm thrilled." And you do such incredible things that not everybody knows what you do in healing. So it'll be very impactful.
Yeah, I can't wait to share the stage with you because you're new on this journey of you want to write your book,
Yes.
you want to get on the stage and talk about your wellness journey and how important it has been for you. I mean, we've all known you as the juice girl,
Yeah.
and your place in Harbor and all that. So to be here with you on the beginning of your next phase of your journey, I'm so excited. I really am.
I thirst for new journeys.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're on journeys and they're long.
Mm.
And you always want to have this new beginning. And I absolutely feel like it is a new beginning to begin again and start over and create something fresh.
Yeah.
We can stay in something for a long time because it's safe, it's comfortable. I can always make juice because it's something I feel like I'm very good at it, and it comes easy to me. I don't have to think about it. It's just the connection with me and the fruits, the vegetables, the colors, the smells, the taste, what it does for your body. But to embark on something new that could really help people is what I'm thrilled to create, to share, and keep building these beautiful relationships with people, because it is about the connections.
Absolutely.
Right?
Right.
We need connections to survive, to thrive. We can't do this alone.
No, and we found that out through the pandemic, right?
Right.
Like how when we were all separate. Thank goodness for Zoom and for the technology that kept us in touch. Because I said to my daughter, imagine if this pandemic happened in 2000 or even 2005, before all of this. So the connection, the community is really important to us. And so I think on Saturday when we all get together in a room,
Yes,
we can share stories and that inspiration, because we all have different stories and different
we do.
things that we've overcome and come out even better on the other side.
Absolutely. And to be authentic.
Yeah.
You know, so many times we are wearing masks of who we think people will accept us as and who we think people want to see us be, but to really be authentic, sharing real stories from the bar. I don't know if she's going to talk about the bar fight, but you know, there's parts of us that are really real.
Yeah.
And I think moving forward, we just want people that we connect with to be real.
Yeah.
Right. And to inspire us. I'm so excited to be in a room full of people that I'm going to walk away inspired, you know, and I hope sharing my stories of we can do really hard things. I did a really hard thing. I can honestly say it now by sitting here. I did a really hard thing. I never in a million years ever thought I could ever go far. And I hope I leave people knowing you can go further than you think you can, and you can just show up. And I made a decision. I'm either going to live or I'm not going to live. But if I'm going to live, I'm going to live fully. And that is being raw, being authentic, getting inspired from other people. And then maybe, you know, one person will be inspired to say, you know, I was going to give up on this, but I know now that anything can change.
Yep. I'm going to just jump in for a moment just to bring you up to date. I'm doing this event called AIR, Authenticity, Inspiration, Relationships, this Saturday. I've been doing these events, very passionate about it because of what happens, the space that's created. And George Cook, that owns the Soundplex, the proprietor, came with Christine Patton here, who was the juice girl from Whole Foods, who I remember from 8 years ago. We reconnected just to converge as her journey's evolving. We met here at Julie Gandy's space, Embodying Wellness, and we found out Julie and Christine went to high school together. They didn't know it. So now they're reconnecting as their journeys are reconverging. And so this is a beautiful synchronicity. And this may sound good for us, but why not you? Why not you? And what were we just talking about, just to be candid, before we came on? What were we, when we were talking about a lot of things, but I'll just move you along here. Saying yes,
Yes.
right? How many times do we talk ourselves? How many things did you talk yourself up today, this week, this
Not
month?
today, but
Right. And the power in just saying yes. So you want to
Yes.
just talk about that and what that meant for you, and Julie, for you. I mean, and we just shared an incredible idea. We're not going to talk about it here, but you have an incredible idea that you're basically soul is saying, say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you feel the fear, we call it nervous sighted, right? There's an excitement,
Yeah.
nervous sighted. But could you just share about that? Like, because what would that mean? And by the way, Mandy's on here too. She's saying,
Hi,
drop
Mandy.
the
Hi,
mask.
Mandy.
Authentic.
Yeah. So, you know, the biggest time I said yes, and it's almost like you say yes before you even have a chance to say no, you know, and it's just like, yes. And then you think, oh, well, why did I say yes? But you knew that that's your path, right? Because you said yes. And it was when I decided to start with one of the gentlemen that I was following way back when, back 23 years ago, 22 years ago, was to become a minister, right?
Oh.
So he said, if you know, we're putting together this peace ministry at on in January of 2004. This was like November of 2003, so it was only a couple months beforehand. And he said, if you want more information about this, and he had, you know, you're going to learn about peace building and all the different ways that you can build peace, and it's going to start inside leading to outside. So build peace first inside, and then bring that out into the world. He said, just respond back with yes. And he had 460 some people respond with yes. So it was just that automatic yes. And then it's like everything, all the doors open up, because I was like, I'm not, this is 2 months from now, and I'm going to be in a seminary, right? 2-year seminary. And what does that even look like? You know? And so and it was funny hearing it from his perspective, because he said, we had so many people say yes that we had to say, oh my gosh, we have to get all this together, you know, because they just wanted to put it out there to see if there was any kind of, you know, what the people would like to do it, how many, and he had so many people say yes that it started a whole new thing, you know. So saying yes is powerful, it's
Oh,
really powerful.
yes.
And it's like everything that hears you say yes, and it's like, okay, this door is going to open, this door. And just to be, it's a like, no is a full sentence,
Mhm.
yes is a full sentence, you know. So
I'm enjoying saying yes now. I've overthanked so many things of saying I'm not ready. I don't say yes because I'm not ready. As we were sitting here, I was asked to do a podcast, and it was tonight at 8 o'clock. And my first response was, "Oh, I'm not ready." I said yes. I said I wanted to start doing these things, and when the opportunity comes up, if it feels right, I sometimes think my inner child says yes before I say yes. That inner child that doesn't overthink, that goes, that's a yes. When I went to swim Alcatraz, I had every reason of why I should not do it, but I said yes. And then it changed my life. I said I was going to start writing, and an opportunity came up. Like, I had to find 18 hours in a week.
wow.
And I said, yeah, I have to make this happen. Yes. As much as I'm getting good at saying no, that's also another art, because I don't
Yes.
want to say no. But to say yes to life, you are open to the possibility. And my life has gotten so much better by saying yes to the things that I am afraid to do and afraid to try, because we're afraid to fail. We're afraid of not being ready. We're afraid of being rejected. But when you fire that person in your head, when you tell that person to go have lunch, go somewhere else, and you go into your inner being, I call it the inner child. Do you want to do this? Yes, then say yes. Sometimes do it, like, do what you can to be ready and prepared, but sometimes taking the jump is just as exhilarating.
Yeah.
And I want to live with exhilaration and not live with watching other people do the things I want to do.
Right.
I'm in this, I jump in, I'm a cold plunger. It's very scary at times, like to do it. I just say, yes, I'm going to try. You know, I said, yes, I want to speak. And there's a beauty to it when you are just open to taking the jump when you're not ready.
That's two really powerful things. And how does this relate to you? And I just shared it. And for me, it's when you feel a sense of fear and excitement.
And what
Fear
was
and
that word you
excitement.
said?
Nervous sighted. It's a word.
Nervous sight.
Yeah.
Nervous sighted. It's you just feel this incredible energy, and there's this polarity, but you say yes. And when you say yes, all forces converge and you can't stay the same, but you change in a powerful way. And if this sounds strange, but you feel nervous sighted, join us this Saturday, February 1st. And I know it will serve you. And I know because a lot of times people come down, they want to get everything. I want to get it all. But really, you just need one thing. And oftentimes, the one thing that you need, you may hear it, but it also may rise up in you just because you were in the space, because somebody says something, somebody gets you to stop, pause, and breathe. And as I did that, I heard you both pause and breathe. That's how powerful it is. Just being able to stop, to pause and breathe when your mind is kicking up may be the most powerful thing. So I'll put the link in, and I'm going to turn it back over to you. Just to any. Oh, what are you most excited about this weekend? You've been to the events before, so it's going to be an interesting perspective. You're coming in brand new.
Yes, I'm coming brand new.
So
I am thrilled to listen to the other speakers, if I can be really honest. Like, it's, I know I have to be prepared, and I want to do the best job I can for everybody that comes out or everyone that listens to this. I want to be authentic, and no, I am authentic. I want my heart open, and I hope I leave people with some wellness tools for their toolbox and some inspiration, so you can go out there and rewrite the life that you want to live. And I also just want to be inspired and connect with people and learn. We don't know everything. So, and it's great. For the past year, I've been learning and going to school. And I hope I always stay that way, that I'm curious to learn and curious to be inspired. And I'm just looking forward to being in that wellness, good community. It's almost like community conscious of like-minded people attracting one another, the people that need to learn and get something, the people that want to share it, because it's all like a swing. There's people that inspired me that I want to give back, and then it's vice versa. So
Yeah.
what about you?
Well, yeah, so I've been in Austin spaces before, and what I think, and before I say that, how I liken it to is a ladder, right? And so we're a ladder and we're helping people come up, and we're being pulled up by the people that inspire us. So it's just we're constantly learning and then reaching back and
Yes,
pulling
and
people up.
we are making a world a better place, right? If people are literally, if you have the ladder thought about it, we're lifting other people up those steps. I always say all you need is one good person in your corner. You need two. You need yourself to show up and say yes, but you need one person. And if we are helping people up the ladder, and then someone's helping me, and someone else is helping that person, like we're all lifting
Yeah.
each other up together.
Right.
It's beautiful. Great way to look at it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So
So what the link for the event tickets are $25. If you get a ticket right now, I have a gift for you. If you get a ticket right now from this live, I'm going to gift you my audiobook for free. But what I want to share is or I want you to share, what do you want people to get from your talk? Like,
Mhm.
what do you most want to leave them with if they come and they waste their time this Saturday at the Soundplex? It's in Pensacola, New Jersey, 1 to 6. What do you want them to leave with?
I want people to lead with, you can do hard things and you can thrive. You can rewrite your script. You can fire the director. You can create the life that you want, even when you're going through hard things. I have so many things in my wellness toolbox. I'd love to share some of the things that I have used that has completely changed my life in the past year. And I just want you to leave feeling better than when you walked in.
And I just want to say, you just went through a really difficult time
Yeah.
where you dealt with loss. You lost your
Mhm.
parents, so you're coming out here. You're being vulnerable to do this, and
Yeah,
so I just appreciate you doing that.
thank you.
And Julie, would you like people to leave with here?
So I like to be real, and sometimes it gets a little bit, um, you know, I like to help people make peace with their past, right? But also I think we need to, with the state of the world that it is in right now, we need to find ways to get back to that peaceful center, right? So you turn on the news, you turn on a lot of whatever social media, there's so much out there. So how to find, and I call them your time boundaries, right? So what can you do to wall yourself off, your center, right? Your heart center that is not going to be pulled by what is going on around us right now. So how to, you call it your wellness toolbox, I call it my inner
Toolbox.
peace, my inner peace toolbox, right? So
Good.
how to build that toolbox up so that when you get stressed, when you get pulled out of your peaceful center, I can do this tool. I have 5 minutes. I can do a breathing technique. That'll take me 2 minutes. It doesn't take long to, again, change from that fear state to that more loving state. So the more of us that come from that loving, heart-centered openness, we do shift the world around us, and it's all about uplifting your wellness, your peace, your vibration, your frequency, whatever it is that you just need to uplift. Just keep
Yeah.
uplifting, and you're going to bring the world around. It's all, there's science behind all this now, and it's fascinating to me. And yeah, so it's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm
I
excited.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Did you want
It's just we're gathering a community. and we're lifting up the community. Now, it's only an afternoon, so we can't give you every single thing for your toolbox, but you certainly are going to leave with things in your toolbox if your immune system's down, like little tricks, little things you can have in your house so that you can feel better trying to crush your day, trying to, deal with your family, your job, your work. But I think the most healthiest thing that I've learned in one of my classes in the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicines is the connections. And if you have a good connection, a good group of people that you trust and feel that has a toolbox of, working on your heart and working on how you show up and how to release some fears and stress and your parasympathetic nervous system that's, going haywire, or someone like me that I can tell you certain kinds of teas and tonics and things to take that you can get pretty quickly just to have in your toolbox. So when things come up, it's not a full-blown sickness. It doesn't go into something. Just like for you, for people to see that trigger when that thing comes up, just little tools. We just want to make your life easy, right? I want my life easy. I'm sure you want your life easier. It's just little tools to make our lives easier and learn to love each other regardless of thoughts, feelings, emotions. How about the humanity of, we're in this together, we need each other, and let's inspire them and lift them up. Yeah.
Just being here with this connection we've had today, you can feel the power of community. And a lot of times it's hard for people to get that. I have conversations. I know this is real. I know it's true because I have conversations with people that isolate. And they're focused on I don't have the resources that the news has. They got an incredible infrastructure to get in front of you. So we a humble effort to reach out to say, if you feel like there's more for you, if you've been feeling this for a while, it's a step out of your comfort zone. It's a $25 investment. You're going to be in an incredible environment at the Soundplex.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful art on the wall, an incredible studio, a stage, beautiful music. Like, it's a great place for music. And George is merging it with the holistic space, which is what we're doing here. It could be a life-changing event for you. And if not you, who do you know that needs to get out? Because the other thing I'm focused on is in person. I just think there's power of like minds getting together. And there's a lot of laughs and fun that goes to as we put an event together. This is a special event. We're going to be recording Julie. We're going to be recording here Julie and Christine, who went to high school together. Synchronicities everywhere. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining us today. Share this with subscribe to the platform that you're listening from. It helps me out a great deal as we continue to put a positive message in the world. Thank you so much, Christine.
Thank you. It's going to be fun.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
I'd love to see you.
But there's going to be music and poetry as well. And thank you, Julie, for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, get your ticket. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.